Lot in that conversation that we'll come back to. There's a lot of reactions coming. But earlier, I told you about an incident in Obuasi involving some military men and a civilian that led to some warning shots being fired, amongst others. We're told there's an operation going on right now by the Ghana Police Service to actually intervene in that particular situation. So let's head there now. You can see the vans or the pickup trucks of the police service just arriving at the scene. And I think it's a good time to hear what exactly is going on the ground.
I know my sign. I want to put some boy brother back to Dennis will work when I say I should have said, no chroma, Omuni Dio chroma, then I'm a power. Obia to about an area. Now, then and there, Abanasa. Nobody was going to teach you when I can do a camera. Someone could make a funny
about today. PK, CJ, Ani Ayan, no craning a man say. Anya kra ewo Okankwet North abaton pesuano so said ye emrantie ani abre no ene mabane sekan ni aboa edi akoten no ehu Talk to me, come. Relax, talk to me. Okay. I see.
Generation. Nothing like that having happened for a year before. Into no, Yantia say Bibisa happy wa. Boku for another on my bar say Omumbo. Yanimoa. Omufiera.
Oh, the whole issue is to see the place where we are doing the ballot and the transportation is not this budget house. Before we realize we come, before we realized they were printing papers. They were printing some of the ballot papers inside Bujent, and they come and tip us off. So the moment we are calling the police to come and protect, they bring a certain guys from different areas to come and attack we the area boys at Achimota here. Okay. So that's the whole thing. That's what we enter. But before we realize the PC for the PC. The PC for the MPP is the one who bring the boys to come and attack the NDC boys here. So that's what caused the whole problem.
But what the Bema Munya but say said the motor to a born in this kind of Obi to me and
you see some of our people who are not even there. They are just innocent people. Look at me. We are selling our meat and everything over there. Go and look at our normal people. They have wounded them.
I know, but I would say
what So, Kojo, I mentioned to you earlier that there was the Obuasi incident, but no, this is a situation in Akweteyman right here. And you see our colleague there from Adum TV, they're interacting with some youth. They are raising concerns about some men who are not supposed to be from that area, who have been brought in to cause some situation in there that they're raising concerns about. You heard her mention to them that they should stop throwing the stones and the knives around, which could injure anyone or kill somebody in the process. So the police are on the scene, and definitely I'm sure they will give us some updates on this particular situation, what exactly happened, so that they can stop this whole altercation to cause further trouble. But
police commander no we brief incidents near the appropriate report. But what I'm seeing now is the youth having gathered to resist an attempt to frustrate the elections. Na me hu se soldier fo nso ete afidie mu eba na menim se eduru hono ma because eboba akonso e de share ni se yem fe soldier fo emba sa abato yi mu eji se ho abehia me hu se mbabunu na agbocenku wa hanom na afe yedi soldier fo aba ese wo mu kirekire mu police fo no Wahano.
Dr. Tukuno, dear Metias, no, and dear Metias, a soldier for Kami Tias, say, police for and a bebo buying. Now, a drew baby edging some more and wedding, almost for reinforcement. Now, baby, a casa, ya papa, you know, and I didn't was when you know my papa, and yes, some. It's
in Profonum Beshu to your way. One more, one Beshu to your langas for no way. So much or more, a mubajo. Because if the police have arrested the people, there will be peace. But if they have allowed the people to run away, there will not be peace. Because peace is a product of the actions of the security agencies. So they should arrest them. Arrest
okay. Eti wusha sadia etiena emrantia no asoja for aba.
And the Akweteyman situation still ensuing, where at the NDC headquarters, where Sami Jemfi has been addressing the media. But we also take you to the Akweteyman area. And as we speak, it looks like there's a military reinforcement. They've just come into the scene. And of course, Peter Boamo Tukuno, the former Deputy General Secretary of the NDC, they interacted with my colleague on the ground, raising concern about the presence of the military, asking that those persons who came into that constituency to foment trouble should be arrested by the police, and once they are able to arrest these persons, calm will be restored to the area. So it remains to be seen what exactly the military is going to do together with the personnel on ground, because we see heavy police presence on the ground. We see some immigration officials also on the ground, but it does appear that the youth in that area are still agitated. They are insisting that some of their colleagues were hurt in the process by the people that came to the constituency. They are accusing the NDPP parliamentary candidate of being behind those thugs or persons who came into that constituency to foment trouble, injuring some persons in the process. They are calling for a decisive action to be taken when it comes to that particular situation. Some of them are still interacting with my colleague on the ground, and we would want to hear what exactly their concerns are this time around.
Almost why don't you know bow no? A hit for a bow.
I am before now. I'll be before. I'll bow me. And the discipline Baku for no move to Bakuna by. I'll much as I'm saying, woman sanko. Yes, I am sure Momajago. And to me, Casa, no, because we are this and of them in the dissident today. One of this guy, I have said, I don't know, I blew me in a bubu. And that's not taking out a Dominus Multimicade. Eba, I just want to call it. Now, Balabox was raw. As a Somi, or my Yamba, I catch a new Ramana Yamba, and the best hell, now go you Balabox number. Yes, I know, poor booming, yes,
Menso microphone, me make it.
I said, if persuasion fails, force must be applied. In the nutshell, that's what I want to talk to understand better, right? So you pass this message to them. If persuasion fails, force must be applied. Exerted, right?
I say, I'm a man for free baby, Mamma Jimmy. I say, so I'm with Jimmy. I ever saw a chum say, and Bama, you go.
And I say, yes, I heard the force because
May I say, Boko, Bema, Patrol meeting.
Watch out, dear, more funny, my papa, only. Watch out, dear, for you, watch out, yes, and I have 2 abano, who don't know which fridge in the other. Number of a complaining, I want more body gas, a boom offer, and I go for the whole issue. Nabano. To Muni or Moncasano Munjai Sadi no more, and press our.
May I say, Washa said ya Aircona, NDC, a soldier for Naba, posted for no do one swabba. The Omo can say Langas and any macho men now. Omo has said Omo one lady, as Mammy Dokia, or no end a duamaba, Omo a den more so almost answers to say ballot box. And what my one more edge in Omo Yimpie, and said Omo Free Hanma, Omo Free Hanmo. Now, Yasha said ya soldier for Subusu, air Kamenes, Omonyomo air Casa, Ama Aja, Abotre Abba. Na omo tumi afi omo free hakra koye e na omo nyina aso unsa srafo ne ba no e na omo nya srafo na sign aba na Dr. Tukuno mpacho te say wo be den
Obisa police for ne say omo be den police for no kobusa omusa omubede. Bebusa say woman brief me and yawo inside. Woma komu asemu ho, nobody is coming out. And so you can't control them. They are also suspicious. And so they must come and speak to leadership. Then we'll see how we can de-escalate together. But who can say inside? Now we are ready for us to know what exactly is inside. It will continue escalating. But yes, it's in the money police for Nkokasa. They give to the council.
Medase bema botre. Aja. Bema boss, Bema. My calm down. Yebekasa meba. Yebekasa.
Ose. Me ni kasa bi amekasa. Mon kasa ti Akufo-Addo. Oh, puppies.
So that's the youth in that area and interacting still with my colleague on the ground. So the concern, I hear them also say that there's a ballot box in the building that they are hoping that will be brought out. And until that is done, they would ensure that it is brought out. But these are still... They remain allegations that they are putting out or telling my colleague on the ground. And you hear her insist that these are allegations. One other guy told her earlier that he was beaten by the facts that were brought in. And they are alleging that this is from the NPP parliamentary candidate of the area. And this is happening in Akweteyman. And I bet that, Kojo, the police will give us some update on this. And I didn't just finish, and I'm seeing the police on the podium. Let's see if, in fact, they are actually addressing this particular issue.
The shooting incident, but left behind his vehicle, which has been impounded and is now with the police. An intelligence-led operation has been launched to get the suspect arrested to face the full rigor of the law. We want to assure the public that we will surely get him arrested. Thank you. Erie posi yefiasie ehwehwe abrantie bi anidindi Muhajid Suraj yesan friend no mems se wako ewutu senya East constituency ho ewo Central region mfimfini mantem wako botu ama epra nipa baako na abrantie yi etutu ni wieye no odwane fi bia ho eja ne ka ewechire samre aye kase ka ne wo posifo nsem na yama posifo ya shada atiti omo wonhwehwe niema omutimi hwehwe niema etise mu ema yedi na chi dedende ehwehwe no na eyeden ya yensa beka no arehema yede magana fo semunya arehemu ewoyemu na bebia wakwa koshebia yensa ebeka no yedamasi.
So that's that press conference just gone by. I was hoping that it will be an update on the Akweteyman situation, but I'm sure that we'll definitely get some response. Our men are on the ground at the police headquarters, and women as well. Our men and women are on the ground at the police headquarters, and they will definitely get some answers for us on this Akweteyman situation, because it does appear that the tension is heightening as we speak, and we're hoping that the personnel on the ground will be able to de-escalate the situation. Together with the NDC former Deputy General Secretary on the ground, who is hoping that the police or the personnel on the ground will be able to give them some assurances in terms of how this situation will be dealt with. But the police has also been giving updates on a shooting incident in Ewutu Senya East, which has led to the injury of one person. They are told that the person who perpetrated this act actually left his vehicle behind, and they are doing everything possible to apprehend that person, and as and when they do, they'll give us updates on this. But we are also watching the Akweteyman situation. Dr. Norman, I was hoping that we're going to talk about other things that Bright Simmons raised a while ago, including the impassiveness, the lack of interest he talks about, and also the number of polls we saw when it comes to this particular election. But it does appear that we are having a number of security situations in the last few minutes. the NPP or the NDC has been addressing the ballot incidents that they describe as sample and not real ballot papers that the NPP was referring to. Then we are also hearing about this Akweteyman, in fact, seeing it on the screens and hearing it on the radio, and the Ewutu Senya East shooting incident as well. Don't forget the Nyankpala shooting. 1 person dead, 1 person injured, and then Ewutu Senya, 1 person injured as a result.